This is a robot I built using a Raspberry Pi. My goal is to make something affordable that could serve as a platform for future projects. The Raspberry Pi 4B is pretty much the brain of the robot. There's a web application I set up so you can control the robot with a virtual joystick, and it also lets you see through the robot's eyes, a USB camera. Everything's programmed in Python. If you're familiar with it, you'll find it super straightforward to add in things like vision machine learning algorithms to interact with the robot. It's quite efficient, too. It doesn't take up much CPU usage. I am using an anchor camera that can stream at 2K resolution. However, any cheap USB camera would work too. There's hardly any lag, which is great for driving the robot through the web app. And that's a stepper motor, which lets you adjust the camera angle. The wheels come from a hoverboard. They're strong enough to handle some weight and can move pretty fast, but I've limited the speed for a better driving experience. You could tweak that if you want to. Each wheel is hooked up to this cheap speed controller I found on Amazon. The controller also receives the signal from the Hall sensors in the motors and sends the signal to the Raspberry Pi, then calculates the speed of the wheels. This way we can implement a simple PID controller for controlling the speed. The frame is built from these aluminum extrusions I picked up online. They're lightweight, affordable, and you can put them together pretty easily. And these side panels? They're just gray translucent acrylic, which you can get cut to size at SendCutsend, or even 3D print them if you prefer. The robot runs on a 24-volt battery, actually from a hoverboard, too. There's this little converter that steps down the voltage to 5 volts for the Raspberry Pi and the rest of the electronics. Cost-wise, we're looking at around $290, not counting the camera, Raspberry Pi, and any 3D printed parts. A lot depends on where you get your parts, like the hoverboard stuff. I bought a used hoverboard for $20. You should have no problem finding one for cheap, as there are normally multiple sellers on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. There are a few things I'm thinking of improving, like making the battery easier to charge and tidying up the cables. Plus, I'm working on getting it to work off-network. Currently, you can only access the web app if you are on the same network as the robot. Another thing to improve is to make the web app more mobile-friendly. I'm already working on adding a robotic arm to the setup, and maybe getting it to do some object tracking could be interesting. If you're into this kind of stuff and want to keep up with the progress, check out my website and consider dropping your email. I'll make sure to keep you in the loop when there's something new to share. Thank you for watching.